Hello Gundam fans, Mobile Suit 0302 here with a continuation on the review of the 1-to-100 Master Grade Gundam 00 Quanta from the 00 Quanta, or from the 00 movie. So I got into a little bit of this sword, the GN Sword 5, in the whoops, knocked the camera, in the last video, and I pointed out this tab here that'll tab into the armor there, and it'll hold it with this little groove, and they've got the classic 00 little pegs here on the palm that you peg these guys into, and he holds this part of the sword pretty well. And then you can obviously turn it into the gun mode by setting this piece down, sliding it forward, dropping down the blue piece here, and then dropping down the handle, and he's got his gun mode in this thing. And he'll hold both of those modes pretty well. The problem is when you bring in the GN sword bits. You get 6 of them. You get 2 longs. You get 2 mediums. 2 mediums there. And then you get 2 little ones. So, they all combined onto here. And the way they do that, let's see if I remember how to do this part. Whoops. So you take the 2 small ones and you plug them into the 2 big ones here. So you can kind of get it like going like that. Do that to the other side. Whoops. There we go. Alright. And these are going to pin up here. But first we have to do these. So what we're going to do here is fold his the place where he holds it in, turn it around, and there's a little groove in there where you slide that down and into there. Then you take the other one, do the same thing on the other side of this, turn it around, slide it in, and you take the big ones now and they kind of tab onto the side here quite. If I can get it. There's a little connector in here that you sometimes kind of have to fiddle with, so. But they just tab onto the side, right like that. There we go. And you can get them to go flush there. Then you come over to the other side. Make sure that piece is down because you need to get in there. Okay. Smush this guy on. Get him to go as flush as possible. Come on. Come on. Ah, man. The hard part is getting that top piece there to go in, because you've got a joint that is used for later. But anyways, at the end it looks something like this. The GN Buster Sword 5. This is where it gets to be a problem. He can't hold this without it being really heavy, so they give you an action base. And to be honest, the action base isn't that great either. Right now he's on my my 1-to-144 Seraphim is on him. So yeah. Kinda sucks that you can't hold this, because I quite like the way it looks. I think it looks awesome, but can't do that. The other mode in here we have is the gun mode for this. Pretty much gonna do the same thing you did earlier. fold that blue piece down, fold the handle down, twist the blade, and you come out here to the long swords and you fold them out like that. This guy still doesn't want to go in, huh? Anyways. Yep, and it looks like that. He can't really hold this either. It's too heavy. It looks pretty cool. I like it, but it's really heavy. So yeah. Taking this apart now. Oh gosh. A little bit more than I wanted to. Come on, get off there. The other thing that all of these GN sword bits will go on to, or will clip into the 00 Quanta's hands, just like the GN Sword 5. But the other thing that they do is they clip onto the backpack. There's one problem though. I broke mine. That little tab there came off because I probably forced something that I should not have. Yeah. That kind of sucked. They clip in to the medium-sized ones and they go right. Oh, yeah. It fell off. But anyways, they go right there and fold under. Like that. The rest of it will simply peg into there along with that joint. And so you've got the two sides of these. I'm not going to do it on the other side because I am deathly afraid of injuring it. Deathly afraid. I'm actually going to take that off, plug that in, and then... yeah, the other side, I didn't damage as much, but it's starting to stress. It's starting to stress. But anyways, so, yeah, take the... oh gosh, there's a fly in here. Take it, snap it in there. Freaking fly. Like that. Yep. And kind of get the idea of what the both sides of here will look like. But anyways, some other cute little things that you get with this guy is you can take the side skirts here, peg them down into a lower hole, that's what she said, and then take this little piece here, put it in there like that, and you can have him hold his GN5 Sword 5 on a little sheath holster there, which is pretty nice. And that's how I have him pretty much because I really love the GN sword bits the way they look in his hands. But some other stuff that you get with him are, of course, the sets in the cockpit there. And then you get this really small, let me stand him up, outside his Gundam there. Actual size. He is quite tiny. Yep. Setsun is really small. At least compared to the 00 Quanta. And then you also get this piece, which holds the GN drive. Pretty cool. The GN drive also, you can buy LEDs to put in there, and it'll LED and it'll light up if you don't have the stickers over it. And that's cool. I ordered some. I tried to get it in time for this review, but it just didn't work out that way, unfortunately. That's about all with this kit. Sometimes his leg joints get a little wobbly and they're hard to pose, but all in all, he's a great kit. He was really fun. He does have one other gimmick where he turns into the quantum burst mode, but I'm going to save that for a later review on account of an order that I have in along with the LEDs, so be on the lookout for that. So, he's a great kit. I highly recommend him. I picked him up at an anime convention for about $60. You can get that definitely cheaper. You can definitely get it cheaper online. I think I saw it as low as $40 on some websites. But anyways, yeah, he's a great kit. That's all that I have on him. So I will see you at the next review.